In this screencast, I want to show you how to complete Discussion 8, Revise for Conciseness. So currently I'm using student preview mode and I'm going to show you what the discussion board looks like. So as usual, you'll have to create a thread and then you'll see the instructions here. So this is a really great activity for becoming a clear, more concise writer. And before you post, you should read the page on the paramedic method, which is what we're going to be using. But I've also copy pasted the main instructions here on the screen. Then you're going to compose your post using these instructions. So I recommend that you draft in a separate Word document or Google document and then copy paste your draft into the discussion forum. But you're going to take a sentence or a paragraph from your opinion piece or research report, ideally a paragraph or a couple sentences, but it's up to you. And you're going to include the word count and label it either opinion piece or research report, just so that we know what we're looking at. And then you're going to rewrite the paragraph using the paramedic method, which is a particular way of revising for conciseness, where you first highlight the prepositions, underline the is verbs or to be verbs, ask where is the action, change the action into a simple verb, move the doer into the subject, eliminate any unnecessary slow windups, and eliminate any redundancies. Then you're going to copy paste the revised paragraph below the original, including the word count. So you're going to ultimately post something that looks like this. So in your post, it will say, opinion piece, original, how many words, you'll have the sentence, and then you're revised. And then you have one more thing you have to include. You're going to respond to each other's discussion posts. And the way you'll do that is you will also post a sentence that you do not revise, but that you are going to ask your peers to revise for you. And this just gives everybody the opportunity to get additional practice. So you would then post one sentence that is for peer review. And then what you're going to do is you're going to have two classmates respond to your post with an attempt to make your sentence more concise, and you will reply to two classmates peer reviewing the sentence that they've designated for peer review. So let me show you what this looks like in action. So if I were you, I would start with a separate document, and I just copy pasted these instructions here. So copy pasted in, and then you're going to choose something that you want to work on. So I have this research report that I want to work on, and I've copy pasted a sentence from it. Now, to get the word count, you can of course just count the words, or you can highlight and use Tools word count, and it shows that it's 22 words. So this is 22, and then I'm going to attempt to revise it using this method. So first you highlight the prepositions. So on is a preposition, of, and in. I think that's it. Then you underline the is verbs or to be verbs. Okay, the grant project focused on research and outreach to enhance the technical and communication skills. So there is no to be verb, but the action is here under focused, right? So this is where the action is. Move the doer into the subject, who's kicking whom. So what that means is if I had said something like, research and outreach was focused on by the grant project, that would not be good. But I've already done, right now, it's already, the subject is before the verb, so that's fine. And then eliminate any unnecessary slow windup. So those are like extra phrases that don't need to happen. And then eliminate any redundancies. So let's see. So here's one example of a kind of a slow windup. So instead I could say, our region's computer science students communication and technical skills. And then the grant project focused on research and outreach to enhance our region's computer science students communication technical skills. Let's see, is this any more concise? Go to word count. Okay, good, 19. So it's a little more concise, not a major change there, but better than nothing. Okay, so then I've also selected a sentence for peer review. So I'm not going to revise this one, but I am going to put it for peer review. So it's currently 28 words, and I'm going to hope that my peers can comment on it. All right, so then I'll take just these three things. Oops. And I'm going to copy paste them into my post and make sure that the formatting looks okay. So maybe you just do this and that and that. And then I might say something like Krista Sarraf's conciseness exercise, something like that. Okay, and then you go ahead and you hit submit. And so then once you've done that, you're going to be able to comment on a peer. So say you're wanting to comment on mine, then of course you just click on it and you're going to click reply and you're going to attempt to revise the sentences for peer review. So you would take these sentences and you would copy paste it. So, and then you would try to workshop it using that paramedic method. So I'm actually going to go ahead and copy paste it here just because that helps me. Okay, so, okay, then we present our research on computer science professionals who serve to inform our training program for, so for is a preposition, right? Preparing tutors to offer discipline-specific grading tutoring. Wow, this is a lot. Okay, so serve to inform. There are no is verbs, but the action is here. We present. Okay, and then there are a lot of slow windups. So maybe we could just say, then we present our research on computer science professionals who informed, maybe we don't need to say who served to, that's kind of a slow windup, who informed our tutor training program. So this could become just tutor training program instead of training program for preparing tutors. Who informed our tutor training program focused on discipline specific writing tutoring for, how about just computer science focused writing tutoring? Okay, then we present our research on computer science professionals who informed our tutoring training program focused on computer science, oops, that's not necessary, focused on computer science writing tutoring. How about that? Okay, so now we have, let's see, what is my word count? Tools, word count, 21 words. Okay, so I'm going to copy paste it here and say 21, and that's my suggestion to my peer. And there we go. So then each person will have 2 responses, both of them trying to revise that piece for peer review. And you can't just copy what your peer said. So like if you're going to somebody's post and somebody else has already attempted to revise theirs, you can't just say the same thing. Try to find a different way to revise it without losing the core meaning. So that's how it's done.